Hello Lamborghini fans! We have a cartoon deformed version of the 50th anniversary Aventador. So we have this number Z-75 is number 75 in the Choro-Q 0 lineup. And it's actually officially licensed by Lamborghini themselves. And B means it came in at least this two colors. I'm not sure what letter A color was, but I like this crazy green. Did a little quick research. The 50th anniversary Aventador sold for over $1 million and only 100 of them were made. Okay. So it's got these mirrors, but they're on such short, thin stocks. Well, really, it's just the thinness that bothers me. If I glue those on, they're going to break off and just leave an ugly glue mark. So that's a bad problem with Choro-Qs. They very often don't have durable mirrors, which is too bad. Okay, comparing to real photographs of a car. Yeah, the front end is quite different from other Aventadors. Okay. Yeah, I definitely see some similarities there, even in cartoon form. So the wheels, they are, well, if I could focus on those things, they do seem similar, not quite exactly like the Lamborghini wheels, because these are flat here, they should cant inwards. But at least this section here cants inwards, and you can see the lug nut details. Yeah, but unfortunately also Choro-Q, well, they just choose to do these like almost flat tires. They're curved downwards. I don't know. I kind of just wish they had a little more bowing out, but maybe that's just the way modern wheels are these days. Modern tires are these days. There's a little hand grab indentation there, and then vent details painted black here. Some molded in vents here. This metallic green is pretty nice. It's like a lime green. What's lacking is the reflector paint, or running lights, or whatever these things are. It should be orange up here, according to the photograph, and red back here. So for the cost of a Choro-Q 0, that's really not acceptable, I think. They should add that paint detail. So it looks like the front bumper is actually a separate piece, and that's how they made two different Aventadors. I'll show you the other one later. The Lambo badge is kind of like a raging bull, kind of, sort of, or you can imagine that's just a golden Star Trek symbol almost. Printed on headlights, that's another deficiency from this brand. Tiny Q would have clear headlights with light buckets behind it. Printed on vents here, that just feels smooth, no molded detail. You can see the smoked glass here, and that's the gear of the spring motor. These are pullback toys. Okay, some hexagonal kind of grille texture looks pretty good, and then it's black, you know, where it should be. Okay, on the roof, nothing much, just the faceted line details of the Lamborghini. The louvers are just painted black, opaque. And the taillights are painted red, and then more details here. And this is actually passing air. You can see the light getting through. And it tells you what the car is supposed to be. Alright, and then standard base, we have the production dial. So this is made in 2021 and in the October 10th month. It tells you what the car is. It doesn't tell you the 50th anniversary. So I think the previous one was number 74. And that's it. Yeah, screw in the front and the tab in the back holding it together. Oh, well, this is nice, actually. This is atypical. There's actually a muffler exhaust tips here. So that's nice. That's not common on Choro-Qs. So very cool. Alright. Well, let me pull out some other Lamborghinis. Alright, so here's the previous one, number 74. And basically, if you look at the front lips, you know, it's totally different molding. But the wheels look identical, just a different color. And I think basically everything behind the front bumper is identical. Sorry for the wiggliness of these spin coasters. Yeah. Oh no, the tail is different as well. So the rear bumpers are separate pieces. And that's how they got that rear end to look totally different as well. Okay, well, an interesting way of cost savings. Alright, let me show you some other modernish Lambos. I think this is by Wanda Coffee. I don't know what it is. Is it a Murcielago, maybe? I think this is an Aventador, just based on the four exhaust tips coming out the back. It says one piece or something. Oh no, I think I put that sticker on myself. Never mind. Didn't come that way. I don't know who makes this. These are these free coffee promo items that come in certain brands of coffee in Japan. Suntory Boss, maybe. This is a Choro-Q of a Transformers, and it's probably the worst Transformer toy ever, but it does look like a Lamborghini. Now this is by Wanda Coffee. I did take notes. So this is a, what is this? Diablo, I think. Pretty good details for something that came for free with a can of coffee. This is a Murcielago, my bad. Yeah. So I don't know what that previous one was. And then the one that started it all for me was the Kuntak. And this is a ChoroQ 0, number 71 in the series. So those are all the top end Lambos, the V12s, in cartoon form. If you're new to collecting toys, you do not want to start with ChoroQ. At least these ChoroQ Zeros. They are one of the worst values in collecting toy cars that I can think of. They look cool, don't get me wrong. I think this thing looks really cool. But you can get far more money out of either Tiny Q, which makes deformed vehicles. They just have more parts and more details. Or obviously if you like realistic looking vehicles, you can just, you know, get Hobby Japan's or Inno64 or TLV even, right? I just don't think these should be that expensive. I also don't even think they need to be pullback toys. They're simply too nice looking to be running into a wall and scratching up the paint. I highly doubt anyone's taking any of these ChoroQ Zeros and actually playing with them. So I think they would just be better if they got rid of the silly coin holder, the motor, and just made, you know, static models for less money. But Takara Tomy, the parent company, they just do their own thing, and they seem to be successful at it. But me, I like to complain. Here's a little alien from Toy Story, lime green. Okay, but anyways, it's a toy for sure. And it's an expensive one at that. But if you love Lamborghinis, you know, this is something you probably want to look into. If you think this looks ridiculous, you actually don't really love Lamborghinis. Alright, I'll see you guys. See you in the next ChoroQ video.